each other, just happened to be in the gym. Working biceps of all days to be working right before we go ahead and shoot this week's episode of Bibles and Biceps. And so I was like, hey Shane, why don't we just go ahead and get a clip of us working biceps, doing barbell curls. Show these people what we're working with in the gym. Show them what these guns are looking like. So when I came to Mars Hill, first time I ever saw this guy was in the gym, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's a beast, right? He was wearing the Active Faith shirt. I was like, that's how I knew he was a Christian, you know, because of his apparel. But then I saw his guns, and I knew what we were really gonna hit it off with our friendship. I mean, he benches what, like 405, squats 600. I mean, this was his warm-up set actually. He's actually about to throw on the 45s, and then he'll start repping those out for 20, and then we'll move up in weight next set.
You guys want this little quilt back here? Yo, honestly, I think...
Where did you get that from?
It is itchy as crap.
Dude, my great-grandmother made that. I don't know what to hear.
I'm sorry.
Move this right here.
I didn't know that.
That thing's so itchy. My great-grandma. Watch this. We're about to be...
I still love it.
Shut up.
That's the greatest blanket I've ever.
Oh, wow. You're going to just cover it up like it's not there.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this
Your
in the video.
great-grandmother made that blanket.
I'm keeping this in the video. Hey, y'all see this? Y'all see this, man? Sorry, Grammy. I've never met Grammy. So. What's up, guys? We are Bibles and Biceps coming to you with this week's encouragement video. And really quick before we get into it, I wanted to quickly explain last week, or our last video, I talked about how we've been planning our first ever series. And it is going to be a series on wisdom and what that looks like. We're going to be the next 4 weeks going over his nose is all itchy. Going over a book of wisdom from the Bible, starting with Proverbs, then going to Ecclesiastes and Job, and then bringing it home, talking about what this means for Jesus and his teachings and our belief in him as Christ and Messiah. But yeah, we've been really excited for this. We've been working on it, and
I was pretty excited.
What's up, bud?
You notice he goes to Devin instead of us because he knows we're just gonna turn him away.
We're really hoping that it can speak to you and anything that you're dealing with in this season of life right now. So yeah. Yeah.
So what do we just want to do this week? We're doing Proverbs, and so what I wanted to share with you a little bit is just how when I first started reading my Bible and I didn't know what to read, I didn't know what to do. I started reading Proverbs every day. So I would read a proverb a day. There's 31 chapters. So one for every day of the month, and I honestly felt like I got so much out of it, like I learned so much, and I just felt my heart being transformed by the words that we find in here. And so I think that if you're looking for something to read, if you're looking for something that will challenge you but also help you, I think that it's an amazing book to read right now, especially in this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, a proverb a day keeps the devil away. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Anyway, hey, we're going to jump into it. Hey, we just picked a couple Proverbs that we thought were pretty cool. Honestly, it was kind of hard that we looked and tried to find multiple ones that we were like, holy cow, what do I even pick through? So, hey, these are just a couple that we have seen that we have been affected by. So the first one for me is really just Proverbs 3:5. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. And this is one that I need almost every single day, that I need to trust in God with everything that I have. Not just a portion, not just a quarter, not just with half, not just with 3/4, but with everything that I got, that I need to trust on God. I need to trust in Him, not only with my finances, not only with my relationships, but in all aspects of my life, not holding back my trust with God. And then it says, lean on Him and lean on Him, not on your own understanding. And how like my understanding of things and my perspective of things, which I think we'll see within the coming weeks throughout our series, but I need to lean on God each and every day, which really puts me over to the next chapter in chapter 4, and then it says, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. And I looked up vigilance because I have an education from Mars Hill, and vigilance is basically protecting. Shade, don't watch us. No, I'm just kidding. But basically protecting this from protecting something against something from an enemy. And so Basically that yes, I need to trust in God with all my heart, but I need to really put parameters around my heart and really put guards up around my heart so that things don't leak into my heart, so that I can trust God with each and everything throughout my entire day. I realize even through this week, just social media has been clouding and polluting my heart, and just steps to me just to get off the search bar on Instagram, just because of things have been clouding my heart, because I know because of this proverb that everything flows the spring of life flows from my heart, which Jesus is. And so Jesus is what brings us life, and that's what flows from it. So
yeah, absolutely. And obviously we're not going to be able to, there's a lot. I mean, if you ever read Proverbs, or if you haven't, there's a lot of wisdom to unpack in this book. And it's one of those books, those all-time books that you can go back to every single year and get completely different meaning and new life out of it. And so obviously we can't cover everything that's in here, but really just wanted to touch on a couple of themes and things that have been speaking to us lately, obviously. And so I felt, Proverbs 17:17. Me and Chandler and a couple guys went hiking this past weekend to the top of a mountain, and we're just reading Proverbs 16:17, and this one stood out to me. It says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." And when we think of brothers and just relationships that we've been surrounded with in our own lives, and just how one another, we all forge each other. I think of 27:17 that says, 27:17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another," which really has been huge in all of our lives. I feel like everyone here in Mars Hill, truly believe that if you end up at Mars Hill, you are absolutely called to be here, and there's a lot of purpose in you being here. Yeah, exactly. And so, no matter what we're going through as a body of believers and Christians, we really do intentionally forge each other to become. I mean, I can honestly say, if it wasn't for Phil and Chandler and just the people here and the loving, intentional people on this campus, I probably would not have felt like coming back to Mars Hill this year. Yeah, like they've made me into such a better person, and I truly see God's love and grace and enthusiasm in these two guys, and it sparks a fire in me to want that and to pursue God's own heart, just like David did. And so it's so important, and it really is the beginning of wisdom to realize that I need a community around me, and in that they're going to help me pursue God so that His kingdom can be glorified.
For me, went on that same hike, and we read Proverbs 16, and the 16:9 has really been on my heart. It says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." So for me, I just look at that, and I look at how many times in my own life that I've tried to plan my own way. I've tried to control everything when that's not what God wants for me. I can plan all I want, but the sovereign God, He overrules the plans of men to fulfill His purpose. And we see that He does that no matter what. He's going to establish my steps. He has something good in store for me. His promises, He's going to keep them. He's going to fulfill them. And so we just surrender to Him and submit to Him, and realize that His plan is so much greater than ours. And realizing that that's also wisdom. It's just falling at the feet of Jesus and realizing that there's nothing that I can do that's going to be more beneficial than what God has in store for me.
Absolutely. Yeah. So one last thing to go along with this series on wisdom that we're doing the next 4 weeks is we're going to be working on blog posts to post every single week that parallel with the video, the corresponding video that it's with. And so we're going to be working hard to it's just going to be devotional style, honestly, just a casual, give a couple more verses that we feel we couldn't touch on in this video, but are really key to finding God's wisdom and applying that to our lives. And so I'm going to be putting those links in the description of each video that we post over the next couple weeks. And we, wherever, down below, to the side, up above. And we really hope that you'll find a little bit of spare time in your day or your week to be able to read that. I don't think they're going to be all that long, but I hope that they can speak to you and that God will speak to you through those. We're really excited for them, and we hope that you do enjoy them. Other than that, we're going to be talking about Ecclesiastes next week. Be looking for that video. We'll be pushing it out on social media. We really hope that you're having a great December so far, and we look forward to making more videos.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Amen. Soy good.
So we
Soy good, mate.